Welcome to the Political Classroom, where we explore ideas and concepts in politics, political philosophy, and international relations. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Today, we'll be discussing the political thoughts of Al-Mawardi, a prominent political thinker and scholar in Islamic political theory. He lived in the 10th century and his ideas continue to have relevance in contemporary politics. Al-Mawardi was an Islamic jurist and political theorist who lived in Baghdad during the 10th century. He is best known for his works on Islamic governance and political theory, particularly his book, Al-Ahkam al-Sultaniyya, The Laws of Islamic Governance. In addition to his work on political theory, Al-Mawardi also wrote about Islamic law and jurisprudence. He believed that the law should be based on the principles of the Quran and the Hadith, but that it should also take into account the social and cultural context of the time. In Al-Ahkam al-Sultaniyya, Al-Mawardi proposed the theory of caliphate and Imamate, which discusses the principles of Islamic governance, including the responsibilities and duties of the Imam and the governed. He argues that the Imam must be just and pious, and that his authority is derived from God. The ruler is responsible for enforcing the law, maintaining justice, and protecting the rights of the people. According to Al-Mawardi, certain duties of the Imam are to 1. Safeguard and defend the principles of religion. 2. Dispense justice and settle disputes according to Sharia. 3. Maintain law and order to ensure peace and sect positions. 4. Direct national policy and safeguard the interests of the people. 5. Defend the country against foreign invasions. 6. Organize and lead religious wars against non-Muslims. 7. Impose and collect kharaj and zakat taxes without extortion or pressure. 8. Provide allowances and stipends to the needy and poor. 9. Appoint honest and sincere individuals to key positions. 10. Direct national policy and safeguard the interests of the people. Al-Mawardi also discusses the importance of consultation and consensus in the decision-making process. He believed in the concept of shura, which is consultation and consensus building, as a way to ensure that the caliphate operates in the interest of the people. He also argued that the consent of the governed is necessary for the legitimacy of the ruler's authority. Al-Mawardi also developed a theory of rebellion, which stated that rebellion against a ruler was only permissible under certain circumstances. He believed that rebellion was only justifiable if the ruler had clearly deviated from Islamic principles, acted unjustly towards the people, and refused to be held accountable. This theory emphasized the importance of establishing a just and legitimate government that adheres to Islamic principles. In addition, Al-Mawardi addresses the role of the judiciary in Islamic governance. He believed that judges should be independent and impartial, and that their primary duty is to enforce Islamic law and provide justice for all. Overall, Al-Mawardi's political thought emphasizes the importance of justice, piety, consultation, and the rule of law in Islamic governance. His ideas have influenced Islamic political thought for centuries and continue to be studied and discussed by scholars today. Al-Mawardi's political thought has been compared to the political philosophy of Plato in that both emphasize the importance of justice and the need for a just ruler. However, while Plato's ideal state was based on a philosopher king, Al-Mawardi's ideal state was based on the principles of Islam and the caliphate. Like Plato, Al-Mawardi believed in the importance of education and saw it as a means to develop capable and responsible leaders for society. Both thinkers emphasized the importance of justice and the rule of law in governance. Additionally, both believed that the ruler should be just and wise, and that the consent of the governed is necessary for the legitimacy of the ruler's authority. However, there are also significant differences between the two, particularly in their views on the role of the state and the ideal form of governance. Al-Mawardi's political thought also emphasized the importance of good governance and the rule of law. He believed that a just and fair ruler should be selected through a process of consultation and consensus, rather than through inheritance or brute force. The ruler should govern with the consent of the governed, and should be accountable for his actions. In addition to this, Al-Mawardi also wrote extensively on the concept of jihad, or struggle, in Islam. He believed that jihad was a defensive measure to protect the Muslim community from external threats, and should only be undertaken with proper authority and in accordance with Islamic law. Overall, Al-Mawardi's political thought represents a nuanced and complex understanding of the relationship between religion and politics. His emphasis on good governance, the rule of law, and consultation can be seen as echoing the ideals of classical philosophers like Plato, while his understanding of Islam and its relationship to politics is deeply rooted in Islamic tradition. In today's world, Al-Mawardi's ideas continue to influence political discourse in many Muslim-majority countries, particularly in the realm of governance and the role of religion in public life. His insights can provide valuable perspective on some of the challenges facing modern societies, and offer a way to bridge the gap between religious and secular understandings of politics. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to the political thought of Al-Mawardi, and that it provided some valuable insights into the intersection of religion and politics. If you did, please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving a comment below to let us know your thoughts. That's all for today's video. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more videos on political philosophy. Until then, stay informed.